subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَعَلَى اللَّهِ فَتَوَكَّلُوا إِن كُنتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ, and put your trust in Allah if you are truly believers. So our tawakkul, brothers, our trust, our reliance, ultimately is for who? Is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I've got a question for you then, and I want some feedback from you. If I go to the doctor, have I committed shirk with Allah because a certain part of me is trusting in that doctor, that he is qualified, that he knows what he's talking about, that the advice and the medicine that he is prescribing is going to benefit me? So have I then committed shirk with Allah because has my tawakkul then gone on this man? No. Why?
Because the doctor is a means and the cure is Allah.
So the doctor is a means.
And the cure is Allah. And the cure is Allah.
The cure is Allah. What do you mean?
Well, to benefit you or harm you is ultimately Allah's hands.
Okay, so this is the point that we're trying to get to now. When you go to visit that doctor and he gives you some medicine and he gives you some medication and he says, based upon X, Y and Z, I think that the medication X, Y and Z is good for you. But it depends on your intention and your belief when you take that medicine. This is really important. Your intention, your understanding and your belief when you take that medicine. So you go and you trust in that doctor because Allah has made him a means. Allah has made him a sabab. Allah has made him a route. Is it permissible to visit the doctor's brothers? Yes. Is it permissible to take medication? What should our intention be when we are taking the medication? That intention is, if this is good for me and if Allah wills, then this medication will cure me by the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So many of us, we don't necessarily have this intention. We think that our trust, our reliance is on Allah completely. And what you have to know, brothers, is that two people can take the same medication and one gets better and one doesn't. And this ultimately, do you know why? It's ultimately by the will and the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That ultimately what Allah wills is going to take place. So there is absolutely nothing wrong with taking medication. But our intention, but our understanding should be, I'm taking this medication because Allah says, or the Prophet ﷺ said, treat your ill. This is a command. This is a away from the sunnah. Look for a cure. And Allah says, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Ma anzalallahu da'an illa anzala lahu shifa." Allah has not sent down an illness except that He sent with it its cure as well. Except that He sent with it its cure as well. And then in another narration, He said, it is known to some people and it's not known to others. There might be diseases out there that there is a cure but we don't know it yet. There is a cure for it but we haven't found it yet. Because the Prophet ﷺ said, Allah has sent down an illness except He has also sent with it its cure. It's known to some and it's not known to others. So brothers, you need to understand, when you take that medication, you're not putting your trust in your ultimate tawakkul, your ultimate reliance is not in that doctor, or it shouldn't be. It should be upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is why, again, when somebody comes to you and he says, this illness, we've given him 2 weeks to live. We give him 7 days to live. We give him 3 months to live. Ultimately, they are going by what they see as experts. But who is the one who gives life and gives death? It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There have been people, and I have met them, who they say that the doctors gave me X amount of time to live, and that was X amount of years ago. And I have outlived the time that they mentioned. And brothers, ultimately the life and the death is in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.